Hello and welcome to Tengra Media University's series about Apples and Macs. Today we're going to talk about the system preferences with mouse and trackpads and how to set them. So as you already know, we get to system preferences via hitting the little apple and then hitting system preferences. And then we're in system preferences, and there's two possibilities. I'm working from a laptop right now, so I've got a mouse set up and the trackpad. So let's start with the mouse first. I hit the mouse button. And then it gives me possibilities up here, point and click and more gestures. So what I find is that a lot of people here have problems with that natural scroll movement that Apple calls natural scroll movement. For me, actually, it's the wrong movement because I've been working for 15 years the other way around. So if you don't want that, then you just unclick it if it's clicked, and it's usually clicked, so it's a little bit of a problem. As again, you just play with it and see what you like best, how it works best with you. Then secondary click is the one that a lot of people don't know. There is a secondary click on Apple. So if I go here into the into the empty desktop, if I hit the right-hand mouse button, nothing will happen. But if I start going secondary click here and I hit the right mouse button, which on the Magic Mouse is just basically over here, then I can right-click and then I get this info. Things that I can do right from here. Same thing with folder actions, for instance, different info. So if you're coming over from a PC, that's what you're used to. This is the secondary click. Then there is one more called Smart Zoom. And by the way, all you have to do is just mouse over here and click on it, and the little picture to the right tells you exactly what this button does. One thing I also like to do, the tracking is usually set pretty slow. I don't like this slow tracking. It goes forever and it takes long. So I like to set it to about, I don't know, 85% tracking, so I can move around the desktop pretty fast. And then there's more gestures, and again, they're all pretty self-explanatory. There's always a little triangle here that when you click on it, or in some there's a little triangle. So if I go swipe between pages, and if I hit that, I can change the action that I have to perform to do this. So that is pretty self-explanatory. Just play around with it a little bit. It's right here, how to do it with a mouse. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to work the trackpad. So if I'm hitting the trackpad here, there's a lot more options that I have. So first of all, point and click. There's tap three fingers. There's a lot more possibilities, and the cool thing about it is you will find out a lot of really cool things when you go to scroll and zoom, for instance here, smart zoom, rotate, and those things again will be explained. So you already see my settings here. I have, for instance, that directional scroll, I've got it off. I've got in point and click, I've got a pretty fast set that like I did before. And then on the more gestures, see, I didn't like that swiping between pages because for me it just happened constantly that when I was scrolling with two fingers, I had this problem. There's a couple of really cool things here. Mission control, for instance, where you have more windows, and you can just, with the wipe of those four fingers, you can just change, you can just switch in between windows. Is a very cool thing also, and I have that in another training as well. So that's basically for setting up the correct mouse gestures, scroll and zoom, point and click on different devices. Thank you for listening. Hope to see you soon.